The Soil Association was started in 1946 by a group of luminaries and thinkers who believed in the vital link between the health of soil, the health of plants, animals, and ultimately us. We want to live in a world which is in balance with nature, and we want a future with good health and a safe climate. So today, our mission is to help people understand the vital links between all of these things and how they can be part of bringing about positive change. A wholly owned subsidiary of Soil Association, Soil Association Certification Limited are the UK's leading certifier of organic food. And buying organic food is just one way you can contribute to bringing about a better system of food and farming which takes us closer to sustainability. I'm Lee Holdstock and I work for Soil Association Certification. Throughout this video, I want to take you on an organic food and farming journey and show you how it recognises the close interrelationships between all parts of the farming system, from the soil under your feet to the food on the plate. So what is organic and why is it so important? Industrial high-intensity farming over the last 70 plus years in the UK has not been without its costs. Farmers have been rewarded for productivity irrespective of the impact that they may have on the environment. And the result of this? Loss of productive soils, loss of biodiversity, and the pollution of soil, air and water. Organic farming, or closed farming as it was once called, offers a different direction for farmers, and it's based on 4 key principles. The first is the principle of care, and this is the obligation that we have as custodians of the land to hand the land to the next generation in a fit state. The principle of ecology is incredibly important to the organic system. This is about working with nature, not against it, respecting the fact that ecological systems have evolved for over 1.6 billion years and they are very efficient, and if we work with them they can help us farm in an efficient manner. The principle of health, this is the idea that all aspects from the soil to humans, animals and ultimately the planet are interconnected, and the health of one is connected to the health of the other. And finally, the principle of fairness. For all of the other principles of organic to come to life, then it's important that we all treat each other in the food and farming supply chain with respect and justice. Organic farmers don't rely on fossil fuel derived fertilisers to provide nutrition in the soil. Instead, they build fertility naturally. This means that we have soils that absorb more carbon and can hold more water. Organic farmers try to ensure that there is a diverse ecology on their farms. Having a diverse ecology helps to control pests and disease in an organic farming system. And it's also great for nature. Organic farms are a haven for nature. Farms such as the National Trust Wimpole Estate, which saw a 38% increase in invertebrates over just 13 years. Organic animals are given space, they eat organic diets, they don't need to be subject to painful mutilations and are only given medicines when they absolutely need them. Organic animals are reared in conditions that suit their natural behaviour. Eating organic food is still the best way to avoid pesticides, and the use of additives in organic foods are severely restricted. When you buy organic food, you can be assured that the whole supply chain, from field to fork, is audited and certified by an independent body, so you know it's food you can trust. I also want to share with you some of the great news about the popularity of organic, the growth of the organic market, and what that means for organic food businesses. Before I do that, let's hear from a real organic farmer.
Welcome to Bickham Farm in the southwest of England. I came here about 26 years ago. I spent a lot of my childhood on a farm. It was always my dream to want to farm in my own right. I went to agricultural college in the West Country and then never really went home. Organic to us is a really driving force. It's a very passionate thing that I wanted to do, and we've been organic ever since we came here. We've got a wide range of vegetables, so we've got beetroot, We've got kale, we've got spinach, chard, leeks are in the ground. We've just finished calving, so we've had 50 cows that we've calved over the last 8 weeks. The pigs are all year round. We've got the geese are here. We've just finished brooding the geese, which is always entertaining. And in about 5 or 6 weeks' time, the turkeys will come, and then most of the things will be in the ground, and off we go, another season starts. Each enterprise very much complements each other, and they have different peak demands at different times. When we first came here, the soil, it was unfit for what we're doing with it now. But with the lots of applications of compost and humus, and good rotation, and suddenly the soil comes back alive. Microorganisms are working well, and good signs of that is suddenly the bacteria and the fungi are starting to grow in your fields. Healthy soil, healthy food that's being grown in the soil, and then healthy person or healthy animal that's eating that product. They always say it takes as long for the farmer to become organic as it does for the actual farm, and it's correct. You know, it takes time to learn how to record what you're doing, and so you can prove what's going on your holding. Organic farming is going to be harder because things do happen slowly, and there's no quick fixes. So you need to learn that. You need to understand that you've got to make sure that what you're doing, that the environment is correct, that your soil is in good condition. You can't suddenly change what you've done by the use of some chemicals or something like that. I had worked enough on farms to make me question their practices. And also animal welfare is really important to me. You know, if you're going to keep an animal, it needs to be kept really well and had as good a life as possible. And organics completely envelopes all those principles. One of the plagues of farmers will be docks. You've just got to accept that they're going to be there. But with the dock on this farm, what I've noticed, we've left obviously 26 years, no chemicals anywhere, and the pest there is a pest that eats docks, and it eats it right down into the ground. And I've noticed massively, the more, as the years go by, there's certainly less of a problem, certainly in grassland and things like that. So that's a really good sign of an ecosystem working well. My experience of being an organic farmer is that we've always had a really strong market for what we've grown. It takes a lot of effort to grow something, and then to have a market which is ready to receive what we've grown makes a massive difference, because there'd be nothing worse than putting all that effort in and then not being able to sell it. Sustainability is very core to organic principles. We need to look after our world in a much safer and caring way.
The good news is that the organic market is growing strongly. 2020 saw 12.6% growth in value across the whole organic food market as consumers become more motivated to buy more sustainable and planet-centric food. Over 12 million Brits are more likely to buy organic now than they were in 2019. Although supermarkets still account for just under 70% of all sales of organic food in the UK, we're also seeing really strong growth in organic sales online. We hope you've enjoyed finding out about the difference that organic food and farming is making. And if you're working for a company that is involved in organic food, then congratulations, you're already part of the solution. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about how the Soil Association is supported by citizens and how we in turn support businesses with things like marketing support, or you'd like to dive deeper into some of our other learning events and find out more about organic, then go to www.soilassociation.org/business-support, where you'll find a wealth of information